sports. We're 10 miles south of downtown L.A. as you get a look inside SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers on Sunday Night Primetime. Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll run with the rookie, drafted in the 3rd round. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
It's a pickup of 3.
From 29, here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers, rolling right. He'll get rid of it and complete it.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to, what they call, punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend. So these might be the 5-blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
In motion comes Pittman. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rodgers. He's going to have the first down and more. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They get the conversion on 3rd down. It was a gain of 27. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Johnson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time. Play pass defense with vision. That's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short game.
9th play of this opening drive, trying to keep it going here on 3rd down. The shotgun, it's A-Rod. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Now on 4th down, the veteran Chris Boswell on for the Steelers. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Steelers are out to an early 3-3 lead.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. They'll get across the 20, mark them down just on 3-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Herbert going to throw on this first play. Left side, catch made by McConkey. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. Give him 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
First down.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for first and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. He's got the hooker downfield with McConkey. They're going to work this down inside the 45. This duo, dynamite. 18 yards on that connection, and another first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On the ground, it's Kamani by down. And he finds some space. Tackle after the gain of 7 on first down.
At the 37-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings
So,
up
from
second
the
and
37,
3.
here's second and 3. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. This one finds McConkey. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
A gain of 24 yards.
That's catch 3 just on this drop. And it gets his team a first down.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the gun, it's Herbert. Left side, he's got the Joku. And it'll be forced out of bounds. Just a couple of yards short of the first down. That's a pickup of 8.
8 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Now Herbert. Headed left, buying time. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Now a 3rd and 2. They'll give this to Vidal. Good blocking, and he's in. Kamani Vidal. Touchdown, LA. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. Chargers move out to a 7-3 lead. And the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard
Now we're going to get a
line.
stoppage. We have an injured Charger. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. Past the 40. Inside the 20. And he will go all the way. Touchdown Steelers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Chris Boswell on for the point after. It's up and good. And the Steelers are on top. It's now 10-7.
Chargers 7. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here comes a return from the 5. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there.
At their own 25-yard line.
Going on first down is Herbert. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw with the pass. Is incomplete.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
2nd and 10. Now, Herbert. That one complete. It's Keaton Mitchell. And he'll get about 8 yards as he's ushered out of bounds. It'll set up 3rd down.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 2. Herbert to throw. His fullback releasing, and he's going to bring it in. And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield.
A gain of 17 yards.
17 yards, the gain there. 1st down, L.A.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
Now Herbert again. That one complete to McConkey. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get it to the hands of the receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Again, they'll throw with Herbert. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down. Trey Harris, the intended receiver there. And it's going to be 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Mitchell. Good job on the ground to pick it up. Marking at the 38 with those chains. 1st down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory. And certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On 1st down, Herbert. He'll go right and find his running back. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
This is a great example, Mike, of playing zone defense at a high level. They're trying to threaten him. They're trying to put 2 guys in his zone and see which guy he's going to choose. In this case, they try to out-leverage him into the flat. He's not having it. He brings him down for no gain.
Herbert to throw on 2nd down. That's to the rookie second-round pick, Trey Harris. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Steelers with the early lead. And we're back at SoFi in SoCal after this. Looking to convert for the third time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. Pistol here for Herbert. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looks like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down. And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the balls down the field in the process. Defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that after this long drive would be a bit of a letdown.
Herbert to the air again. That is hauled in at the 5. And he will get into the end zone. David Njoku. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
He's lined up one-on-one, and it's a mismatch from the very beginning. He's just so fast, so big. He's kind of part tight end, part wide receiver, and when you have that type of skill set, it's just going to be hard to stop.
Steelers 10.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. The return starts from the 5.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. A pass taken in by Johnson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
A great example of 1st down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Throwing it out wide, and Metcalf has it. And the whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. On the give, it's Johnson. And he'll get this up to the 44. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. From the gun, Rodgers will swing this out to Johnson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
He sends Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. Rodgers on 3rd and 2. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Bobby Okereke.
Like, there's usually such a comfort level when the guy playing quarterback behind center is a veteran. They've seen a lot of ball. You can trust them to make good decisions. And then every once in a while, one just gets away, and that's just simply a bad ball, a bad mistake. And you're not going to get away with it at this level.
A handoff, and this is by Dennis. We'll get him behind the blockers, get forward for a pickup of 3. Jody Porter Jr. That time up to make the play.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. To throw is Herbert. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. He'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
And the Chargers.
First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down.
26-yard line.
Shotgun now for Herbert. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Steelers take over at their own 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, like you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Another run here with Johnson. He'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. The shotgun, it's A-Rob. He's got his man, complete to Wilson. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
A gain of 18 on the play.
They get 18 on that one. That's a Steeler first down. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back from the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Chargers' 47-yard line.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He'll look deep for Pittman. That's going to be incomplete. Good run. The defender body his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
On 3rd down, Rodgers. Catch made, back in Herbert. And he's going to have the first down, but we do have a flag on the field, and they are already walking backwards. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down.
In formation for the Steelers.
That one hits at the 10. No one there to stop it, though. Down into the end zone. It'll be a tie. The drive begins at the 20. 20. Here's 1st and 10.
59, 10. Kappa. Ready.
Now, Herbert. Look for Mitchell out of the backfield. He's going to be brought down up around the 33.
13 yards on the
13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down. So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he should say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
Throw here down the field. He'll fall. Incomplete. Quentin Johnston, the man he was looking for on that one. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
5-9. 12. 380. Straight out.
Throwing again, Herbert. He's got the open man. That's McConkey. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line.
And the Chargers,
Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On the ground, he'll go with Vigel. It'll be a short pickup down to the 31. Derek Harmon, punt rounder out of Oregon. There for the stop.
Brings up
2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Herbert. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. He's uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. That defender's bearing down. You really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
The field goal unit staying put. They're going to line up and go for this on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Herbert. Left side. It's complete. A big play there on 4th down. Good for an even 20.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that. But it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. Where a defender makes his tackles tells you a lot about his abilities. And for an interior defensive lineman, Mike, to make plays on the outside of the formation just speaks to his speed, his effort, his ability to run down the line. And we saw it here, and he takes the back down for a loss.
To throw, it's Herbert. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Good drive now faces a tough conversion. It is 3rd and long. Throwing, Herbert. And that one's incomplete. They really matching it up with coverage there. They force fourth down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more. It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
So, Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They will start it on the ground to run that clock. Past the 45. And he is finally taken down inside the 40-yard line.
37-yard line.
The Steelers gains one of their timeouts, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Rodgers. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Here comes Chris Boswell to try a field goal. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Steelers are able to cut it to 4. 17 to 13.
Chris Boswell.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he's going to be taken down. That is going to do it for us in this first half.
She didn't do in the club, I mean she worked. Hanging out like this little female funk. Taking up, bougie. ATL shouting on disrespect. I pop your thing like this. Cause you ain't good at SPI. Little John in the east side boys with me. And we all like to see tick on.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. Now an opening past the 30. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Here comes Vidal. Up the sideline, past midfield. Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he will score. Bobby Vidal. Touchdown, LA.
Damn, I shouldn't have done that. Why the fuck did I do that?
Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series. They've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
Like the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
This taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25. That's when the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
26.
Here's Rodgers. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. They'll get him up 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
8-yard line. Here's second down and 6. Play action now with Rodgers. He's the receiver. That's me. Oh, he doesn't put it.
No fucking way, bro. Hell no, man. No, 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 no. No, bro. That shit weird. Fuck no, bro. And I can't even challenge that goofy ass shit.
You can't sacrifice the ball for additional yardage, and I think we had a case of that going here. I love the effort. I love the fight, but it can't come at the expense.
And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay. So this one is going to need a little closer look. Set to go now on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Johnson. And a determined run there inside the 40s. It's a gain of 9 yards.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
First down, Steelers.
In motion comes Pittman. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Rodgers and no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
On the pickup in second and 8 at the Chargers.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 8. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll look deep for Pittman. That is caught. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive. They've still got some work to do.
The pressure got to him. He was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for 2. Boswell now following his touchdown. Back out to pick this one off. A safe kick taken at the 5. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman, sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. That's to the rookie, DeAndre Lambert-Smith. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and the first down.
37-yard line.
Set.
Now Herbert will go right and find his running back. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds after a gain of only a couple.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Shotgun now for Herbert. He's got the hook up downfield with McConkey. And he will all the way. McConkey, touchdown Chargers. Point after now from Dicker. He's got it, and the Chargers will extend this third quarter lead.
Chargers 31, Steelers 19. Cameron Dicker to kick off for the Chargers.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. They send Frymuth, the tight end, in motion. Rodgers on first down. A toss left side, caught by his running back. Rodgers, and they'll get about half of what they needed to pick up the 5 and sets up second and 5.
Brings up second and 5 at the 27-yard line.
Rodgers. He's got room past the 35. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. 13 yards on that pass play. Good for a Steeler first down. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That's to the sidelines and intercepted. And his offense is good. Be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. Now, a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's Purple. Left side, he's got the Joku. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
And the Chargers,
Good work after the catch. They get 16 and a first down.
3-yard line.
To throw is Purple. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Pease. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
A-Rod now to throw on first down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. Rodgers, after the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup.
Enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches.
91-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers will swing this out to Johnson, and they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4 yards.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Now Rodgers. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. Again, it's Rodgers. Going over the middle and taken in by Pittman. And they'll walk this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
And it's third down.
so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down. Metcalf, the motion man. On fourth down, they snap it to Rodgers. That is caught. And he will score. D.K. Metcalf. Touchdown Steelers.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
Is good. Next to score, Chargers 31, Steelers 26.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. And they'll be set up well as he is at the 35-yard line.
You should get out of my way. Don't tell me what I should do. I'ma do what I want anyway. Don't really care what you think. You should get out of my way. Get your
Herbert now on first down. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked up by Joey Porter Jr. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
That's about as bad as it can possibly get, Mike. You're only one play into the drive. You're trying to establish a little early rhythm, get something going, and now you're jogging off the field watching your opponent celebrate in the end zone. So they're going to have to come back out here on offense pretty quickly, regroup, take a deep breath, and try to bounce back.
And now you get the pick 6, and right on the heels of that, the offense comes out to go for 2. This is going to be caught. So it's an 8-point swing. Not just a pick 6, but add on a 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Herbert. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
I feel like your quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
Herbert to throw on second down. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. It's going to be third. They need 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He's got a man in Terrence. And he'll be forced out of bounds. A gain there of 24 yards. And the Chargers have the first down.
So just think, I mean, a couple minutes ago, we see pick 6. I mean, the last thing you want to do is the next time you step in the huddle is go 3 and out. So that's a big conversion. Now they got to find a way to get some of this momentum back, go down and get some points, and let everybody move past pick 6 we saw in the last possession.
12 on that one. They are on the mark. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So back and forth they go as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Herbert. Forced out wide. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he is out of bounds at the 4-yard line. His 50th reception on the season, and he's got a first down to go with. What a moment in this game. A touchdown would give them the late lead. It is 1st down and goal. By down. And he'll punch forward to the 2. Setting up 2nd and goal.
The 2-yard line. A pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
It makes sense on 2nd and goal, Mike, to keep this ball on the ground. You always have 3rd down again to finally punch it in. But now after the defense forces you backwards, I think you have to consider putting this one in the air here on 3rd and goal.
For the lead, here is 3rd and goal. The throw is going to wind up incomplete. That was the run-pass option. Choose pass. Defender able to close it down. And bring up 4th down.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down. And this is where it pays to have a kicker you can trust, Mike. I mean, this is as big a spot as there is. 4th quarter, what does he do? He comes out and he delivers to tie up this game.
Here comes a return from the 5. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. Not much happening there, just a short game.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's caught. Right side, it's Fireman. And he gets out of bounds as well. What a play. Big yardage. They've stopped the clock. They are on the edge of field goal range now. It's a big play when they needed it the most. An even 40 yards. On this 1st down, it's Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. On for the extra point is Boswell. The kick is good, and the Steelers will go up by 7.
Chargers, 34.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. This returnable from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
24-yard line.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. First down, Herbert. He's got his tight end, Orlando Gadsden, the second. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
13 yards.
First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, it's Herbert. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good cover. They'll bring up second down.
It leads to
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
Now Herbert's throwing on second down. Checking it down. This one is caught. He's going to be taken down.
Bro, that is weird. I ain't even touch his little puss ass, man.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
He just stays on his primary read just a little bit too long. I think if he gets that ball to his check down a little bit quicker, not only is the ball completed, but I think there's some room to run. So, again, certain quarterbacks are better than others. The ability to process and eliminate targets quickly to move on to the next, that's a skill that really just comes from experience.
Down the sideline, inside the 25. And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 21.
A gain there of 21. It's good for a Charger first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Throwing right. That's Johnston. And he's close to another first down. Brought down just shy of the marker.
8 yards.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Here's second and 2. On the ground, it's Vidal. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
A gain of 4 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe.
And he's into the end zone yet again. Money Vidal. Touchdown, Los Angeles. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. And this is no good. He missed the extra point, and they remain down by 1 in the fourth quarter. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger
to kick off for the Chargers.
So it is back to a 1-point game now in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. From the 6, here comes a return.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
From 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. They're trying to burn some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that play going nowhere. The defense all over that block. They'll bring them down to a big
So these situations, Mike, are always very tricky for a play caller. Of course you want to keep the clock moving. You're just trying to run the game out and maintain this lead, but you also don't want to become overly predictable. So with the defense just selling out to stop the run.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tarheed Smith.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they had a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
They'll come up for 1st and 10. Now, Pepper. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Reed.
By the Steelers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Johnson.
Number 20, the ball carrier.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. They send Fryermuth, the tight end, in motion. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. That one down the field, but it is incomplete for 29.
We got a big 3rd down coming up here, Mike. They got a chance with a conversion to possibly get this under the 2-minute warning, put this defense in a position where they have to start using their timeouts.
This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. That'll be caught. It's Metcalf. And he is out of bounds. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
319.
Here's Johnson. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. 1st and 10. They'll go again with Johnson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll drop to throw. Metcalf reels it in on the right side. Now the Chargers will use the 1st of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. They'll put a receiver in motion right. 3rd and short yardage, it's Rodgers. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
Well, here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down.
Back north. 319.
From the gun, Rodgers. And he will have the 1st down. So they roll the dice on 4th down in the red zone. And it pays off with 1st and goal.
Out breaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal. They'll run with Johnson. And he's got another one. Touchdown Steelers. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. The return team going to let that one go. Goes through the end zone. It's a touchback.
35-yard line.
Please, let me get down and blow a fuse. Acting fool, break it way down to barbecues. Yo, let me hit you with my ill street blues. Most of lines always in lines, the street news. Don't be confused. Sell my 17s and enjoy my old crew. I know you really wanna know who's coming through, leaving residues. Sorry, homeboy, but your flow sound used. Got to pay your dues, baby. You know the rules. Whenever I travel the world, I land cruise. If you choose to, now you get. Now I got you. Going super unlimited news.
Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive. Now whistles. Play clock at 0, and that'll cost them 5.
That's weird, bro. Why the fuck would he do that? Like that shit fucked up my whole day. My running back had 170. I was gonna have 2-star running backs. So this nigga fucking quit, bro. Why did nigga do that shit? If it was my luck, I would have took that shit.
J-League. All the butter, we gon' extra bubble and that shit slide, bitch.